So Josh, I need a new car. I'm sick of the one I got, and I don't know whether I should buy a car or lease a car. I've never leased a car. I've always been a purchaser, but I don't really know which one's best because here I am an adult. I need to make an informed decision.
That's good.
So I know buying a car because I've bought cars before is pretty cool because you own it outright. And I like owning something, and once you pay it off with the bank, it's yours. It starts making you money, I feel like, after it's paid off.
Right.
So is that the way to go?
Why are you asking me?
Well, because you know about this stuff.
I'm kidding. I know all about this stuff. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I can tell you, Chuck, as a purchaser,
Yeah.
there is a huge draw to owning the thing that you bought.
Yeah, I like that feeling.
Right. So most people have to finance a car.
Yeah.
It's not like you walk in with like the cash in your pocket in most cases. Some people do, people
Sure.
who wear top hats and monocles and stuff.
Yeah.
But for most of us, we're financing. But once you finish making those payments, you own the car. Huge draw to buying for some people.
Yeah, well, there's some downsides though. Like once you drive that thing off the lot, it immediately starts depreciating in value.
Right. I mean, that's a hard fact of car ownership. When you buy it, you also own the decreased value over time.
Yeah, selling a car from person to person ain't a lot of fun.
Right.
And that's on
it can
you.
be if you're like a really friendly kind of person who likes to meet people through the internet. You can do it by selling a car.
Yeah, it's kind of a hassle though.
A lot of people find it's a hassle, and you can make it less hassle-y if you take it into a dealership and say, I want to trade this in for another car.
Yeah.
But if you really want to get every penny you possibly can out of a sale, you're going to want to do it yourself. And yes, it is a hassle.
Yeah, plus repair costs.
Yeah, so that's definitely something. When you own the car, it's not like you can take it somewhere and be like, fix this for me for free.
Right.
'Cause they'll tell you there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Yeah, you might have a warranty for a little while, but if you own the car long enough, that's going to run out, and then it's all on you to keep up the car, with your pocketbook.
Right. But again, you own the car. It's yours to do what you want with. And the other really big draw to owning a car is the equity you have in it.
Sure.
When you go to sell it, whatever value is left in that car, you get back.
Yep.
Right? So that's yours to keep, and you can use it to go to the track with or buy another car, maybe get something nice for your spouse.
Sure.
There's all sorts of things you can do. So there's equity,
Yep.
there's ownership,
Yep.
and yes, there are downsides to owning a car.
Yeah.
That's the buying part.
Yeah.
What about leasing now?
Well, leasing can be attractive to certain people because,
Wait a minute, I thought you didn't know any of this stuff.
well, I've known leasers in my life.
Oh, okay.
I've gone to lunch with a few of them.
Gotcha.
And they always brag about the fact that, their car is generally under warranty for the entire lease.
Yeah.
So they don't have to pay for repair costs.
Right.
They can trade it in every few years.
That's a huge one.
Get a new car. A lot of people are really into that.
That's probably one of the biggest reasons people lease cars is because every few years your car starts to get a little oldish, and then bam, you have a brand new one, brand spanking new one.
Yeah.
Monthly payments on leases are usually way less
True.
than a monthly payment on a purchased car.
Yeah.
And there's often no money down. Very little or no money down. So the upfront costs are typically lower in leasing a car
Sure.
than buying a car.
Yeah.
Again, though, everything has a downside,
Well, you don't own the car.
right?
You're basically renting it long term.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are additional costs involved, like you'll have a mileage limit. If you go over that mileage limit, you're going to have to pay per mile.
Right. So if you drive a lot, you're going to want to maybe negotiate a higher mileage limit or think, maybe I should just buy the car.
Yeah.
Insurance is usually a lot more. It's not more just out of the gate, but if you are leasing a car, you want to add something called gap insurance. Gap insurance covers you if you total your car, and it will cover the difference, the gap between what your car is worth and valued at by the insurance company and what you still owe on the lease, which can be significant.
Sure.
So you never want to get a car that you're leasing without adding gap insurance. So that's going to raise your insurance rate a little bit. So where are we? We're talking about the costs of ownership. Like just owning a car or leasing a car has costs. There's upfront costs, there's no upfront costs, there's repair costs, there's no repair costs.
Insurance costs.
Yeah, there's costs and benefits that you can't even put a dollar sign on, like having a new car every few years.
Yeah.
Which one's better?
Well, I think it kind of boils down to what kind of person you are. Like I found that leasers and buyers generally stick with that for a long time. Like, sort of like being a coffee person or a tea person.
Sure.
Some people really like the security of owning a car, driving it till the wheels fall off of it, and really seeing that cost amortized go down over the years. Other people really like having that shiny new car every few years. Sure. They don't mind paying the lease. They like having their repairs taken care of. So I guess it depends on what kind of person you are.
Okay, so there's no right or wrong answer?
That's what I'm going with.
And then that means everybody wins.
Hey, that's not bad.
Everybody wins.